Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up you come. Up you come. Oh, you're beautiful, aren't you? Right, I'm just having a feel of her abdomen now. The pectoral muscles are okay. Her abdomen is concave. I'm not feeling any fatty tumours. And this trembling that you're seeing now is Randy Bird syndrome. I call that the Crouched Winking Tremble CWT for polite before dinner talk. But this is pre-mating behaviour or pre-mating trembling that she's doing as I'm stroking her back. And I was just checking her abdomen and she thinks I'm doing more than that. So she's not severe yet, but she's very hormonal. So that little tremble of the head is hormonal. In other words, that's female mating behaviour and wanting to be fed and by her male, only she hasn't got one. Hey, you're a good girl, aren't you? Oh yes, you are. You're just loving it.
I put her out in the tree during the daytime. We had a wild one fly down and had a good look. And
oh, you
she's
just
got a
love
box there, and she ran into a box and was
that's what she wants. She wants mating and she wants to lay an egg and go through all that.
She pass an egg like a chicken?
She can. So at this time of the year, I'd be giving her a bit of extra calcium, some Calcivet, and just in case she goes into egg lay. But anyway, that's what that behaviour is. So she'll probably, if you just smear some of this secretion that's on the base of these tail feathers here on the top, just smear it through the plumage from time to time. This is her preen gland, this yellow tuft of feathers here. It's like an oil gland, so you can get some of that and just smear a bit here and there, because she can't reach it as far as I can see, and she will then put that secretion through the feathers that she can reach, and you can clear away the old stuff from time to time, which is building up on some of these feathers here. And as the feathers mature, that feather there has matured, but it hasn't opened out, and we're getting these bits of cellophane like skin there, which is the sheath of the feather. And if we can just slide that along like that, and we can remove all that from the feathers for her, and on the underside as well. And I got all that off there like that, and that's one feather which can now start opening out. This next feather is a good one to show you on. It's mature. The pink is the blood has gone out of here, so it stopped growing. So normally she would have reached round, and what I'm just doing is just taking off the sheath of the feather like that, but you don't do that if it's still growing. So when it stopped growing, you can do that, and then she can look a little bit nicer in her tail. There's a bit more work to be done. And you do it in the direction that the barbules grow. So you do it from close to the body to the away from the body, not the other way round, or you'll. And I'm just using my nail, and there's a whole lot of stuff coming away that she would normally do with her beak, or her partner would help her. Anyway, that's just what feather maintenance, a bit of grooming for her. Okay. Very good. Oh yes, you're just a beautiful girl, eh? You're just a beautiful girl. You're just a beautiful girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hey, they're gorgeous when they're as tame as this. Yeah, I don't want any nibbles. No. Oh yeah, I know.
She's a gorgeous bird, you know. She's not noisy or anything.
No.
She wants something. She's
a great bird.
Very quiet, you know.
Oh, and just like a scratch Cocky. Scratch Cocky. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's lovely. That's lovely for a little girl. That's lovely for a little girl. Okay. There's some crest feathers, some feathers here on the top of her head that need a little bit of help preening as well. So I'm just using my nails, stroking along the feathers while she's got her head down, so you've got feathers that are still partly ensheathed, and it's like us combing her hair, just feels a bit better. Okay, it's not incredibly important or anything, but it's just something that's nice for her, and she's enjoying this a great deal.
Oh,
Okay.
I've seen her go for a head scratch, like put her head down, like I often
Was that
try
nice?
and rub her just over her eyes gently, so that she
Yep.
can't. But she doesn't take a scratch like that.
Got a very, very slow heart rate. About the same as mine.
Is that not good?
And that's interesting. Now you can have a listen there if you like. You can put that on. You have to reach across, I'll just put it under here for you. Yippee. I'll just put it in this way.
Yes.
Let's go don't, and then pause, and then it goes
Is that like a murmur, heart murmur?
It's almost as if she does have a faint heart murmur.
I wonder if that's just because she's excited.
I would have thought the heart would be racing, but
Especially after that scratch.
Anyway. Oh, you're just taking the amount of that. We've got work to do, sweetie. We can't play with you all day, as much as you'd like it, and as much as we'd like it. Yeah, I know. Aren't you beautiful? So many people have no idea just what personalities birds have and how intelligent they are and how smart they are, and if you can just get their trust, provided you've got their trust, they're amazing. If you haven't got their trust, you've got no idea.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit nervous of her because she was a wild bird, and I always said, well, she's a wild bird, just put her in the tree and maybe she'll fly away, sort of a thing. And then I sort of realised one day it was like, oh, she's really dependent on me. I've got to really start taking care of her.
You're just beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. Okie dokie. Well, I don't know that we need to do a whole lot more for her at this stage. You could be giving her some off-label glyconutrient powder. If it might make a little bit of difference to her well-being in terms of her joints and things go. But if you were going to try and do more for her, it would be a lot of physiotherapy. It would be, I'd be giving her a glyconutrient supplement powder, the one I take myself, and I'd be starting to work on these wings like this and just taking them a little bit at a time, just getting them going, and then you'd have to work on the next one. So you'd be holding here and there, just above the elbow, and that is so tight that I don't think it's likely that you'd ever go back to flying again, and you probably don't want to either.
No,
not at this stage.
That's
so
right. I've grown very attached to it.
You've grown very attached to it. So, but my concern is that she, without taking X-rays and doing other things, other tests, I'm not sure about how much arthritis she's got in the spine or whatever, and that's what I'd be inclined to do, is just to see if it makes a difference to her ability to preen herself. And it made a big difference to me. And what it does to birds, I cannot say. But otherwise, just some grooming and continue with what you're doing. And thanks for bringing it across it. So you've been on a long, long drive, about an hour and a half of it.
That's my brother used to live down this way, and I sort of thought, I'll remember where I'm going. And the address, you were at a different house.
Yes, just around the